Hare Krishna. That's a Guru Shishya Parampara. That's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji. And these are the prayers. Jnanat Dasya Jnanajnashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Apitam Yena Bhutale Nupam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yudapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatha Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Takancha Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishvanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि और भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्णा हरे बोल थैंक यू वेरी मच
कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्णा अर्नब कैसे हैं आप
ठीक हूँ।
ओके
आप कैसे हो?
मैं भी बहुत अच्छा हूँ थैंक यू और चलें आप करेंगे seems like today my laptop is working. Okay, good to see you, Avni, on your own laptop with your own name. Very nice. And because Avni has done it, Chris Chaitanya has done it. Kahna, would you like to do the Narsimha Dev's Aarti today?
Yeah, sure. Okay, can I start?
Yes, please.
Namaste Narsimhaya
Namaste Narsimhaya
Prahlad Dahine
Prahlad Radhaine
Hiranyakashipurvaksha
हिरण्यः कशिपुरुषः
Srilatanika Nakhalai
शिलालिकानखाय
O Narsimha Parto Narsimho
हितो नरसिंह वरदो नरसिंह
Yatto yatto yami tatto Narsimha
यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंह
नरसिंह हृदय नरसिंह
हमारी जय
सिंहमदं शरणं प्रपदे
शरणं प्रपदे
तव कर कमलवरे नाखाम अद्भुत श्रृंग गलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनु प्रेंगाम केशव केशवधृता नर हरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
सब देता नर हरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश
जगदीश
हरे
हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव
जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव
जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद
जय
महाराज
महाराज
प्रहलाद महाराज जय
जय
प्रहलाद
प्रहलाद
महाराज
जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह
जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय
जय प्रहलाद
नरसिंह
जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह
जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह
टागोर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर
जय गौर
हरि
हरि
बोल
प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव
जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव Hare Krishna. Thank you, Kana. That was really nice. Very nice. Very nice, Nasimhadev's Arti. And okay. Okay, I'm not sure. I think Arnav's internet is down or my internet is down. But Arnav got a Ember. Okay. Okay. Jai is here, which is very nice. Avni, would you like to do Hare Krishna Mahamantra, please?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Well done.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Rama
Rama Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna. Thank you, Avni. Very nice. Would you like to do Hare Krishna Mahamantra, please? Okay. Not sure if Jay could hear us. Okay. Maybe Jay is just getting. Arnav, आप हरे
Yes,
आप हरे कृष्णा महामंत्र करेंगे प्लीज
yes.
प्लीज
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
हरे
Hare
कृष्णा
Krishna,
कृष्णा कृष्णा
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
राम
Rama Rama,
हरे
Hare Hare.
Hare.
one more time please
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे अर्णव एक और बार प्लीज
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्णा
Krishna,
कृष्णा
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
हरे
Hare Rama, Hare
राम
Rama,
राम
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Arnav. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hari Hari Bol. Thanks. Pihu, would you like to do Hare Krishna Mahamantra as well, please? Okay, Pihu, we all are ready. Whenever you are ready.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. Okay, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama
Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
जन वल्लभ गिरवरधारी
Hare Krishna. Very nice. Thank you, Piyu. Anna, that was very nice. I think you realized that you were unmuted and we could hear you. But would you like to do that bhajan? The one you were doing,
Yeah,
Anna.
sure. Yeah, I was just learning to sing this devotional song in class.
Okay, okay. So,
Prabhuji,
yes, please, Avni.
Can I sing?
Okay, Kana. Let's say what Avni is saying. Yes, please,
I
Avni.
just I just have a question for Kahna.
Okay, yes, please. Kana, Avni would like to ask. Yes, Avni, go on, please.
Is this song from Madhava's rock band?
Okay, Kana, this song you were learning, you were just saying. So Avni is asking, is this song from Madhava's rock band?
Yes, yes.
Yes, that's right, Avni. You guessed it very nice.
Because I realized the tune.
Ah, Avni, do you like that rock band, Madhava's?
Yes.
Yes, very nice. I
And
remember.
Prabhuji,
Yes, please, Avni.
I also found out on YouTube that they opened the ISKCON temple a few days ago
Okay, where is that?
in India.
In India. Okay. Do you know where in India?
No.
Okay, all right. Yes, this is really good. We should have many more temples, not only in India, but outside as well. But it's very nice.
Prabhuji,
Yes, please.
my mother just said it's in Vrindavan.
Oh, it's in Vrindavan. Hari Hari Bo. Okay, Hare Krishna. Yes, that's right, actually. Yeah, there is a temple they recently inaugurated in Vrindavan. Yes, Vrindavan is a very nice place. When I was a child, I used to spend a lot of time in Vrindavan. So, yeah, it's very close to the heart. Thank you so much. And Kana has spent a lot of time in Vrindavan. Yes, Kana?
Yes,
Yes. So, Kana, would you like to sing that bhajan you were saying? I think Avni also likes it
yes.
and many more might like it.
Yeah.
Okay, go
Can
on.
I start?
Yes, please.
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवर धारी
Madhava Kunja Bihari.
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवर धारी
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha गिरवरधारी
यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन नंदन
तीर वनचारी
वीरा वनचारी
राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
That's it.
हरि बोल.
Prabhuji,
Yes, please.
I found a tune for it.
Ah, okay.
Jai Radha Jai Hari.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Nice. Very nice. Thank you so much. That was really nice. Thank you, Kana. And thank you, Avni, for all the information you provided. And thank you so much, Sohani. You found out the tune as well. And Srila Prabhupada ji, he always, before any lecture, he always used to sing that song, Radha Madhava. And
Yeah,
Arnav,
I also listened
uh-huh, yes,
in before the Bhagavatam classes.
yes, that's right, yes. If you will listen any Bhagavatam class, especially in ISKCON, they always do this. No, yeah, I think even at the front of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, they always do it. Chaitanya Charitamrita, they sometimes do it a bit different, but yes, Radha Madhava is very famous, and it's one of the favorite one from Prabhupada ji. So thank you so very much. Okay, all right, great. So let's go back to our chapter. So we were doing chapter 4. Okay, this reminds me that we were on chapter 4, slide 18. Oh, okay, nice. So let's just go back. 11 to 15. Okay. So if you remember in chapter 14, anybody remembers the name of chapter 14? Please. Anybody?
Transcendental knowledge.
That's the one. It says transcendental knowledge. In Hindi we call it Divya. Yes, Arnav? अर्नव आपने हाथ खड़ा किया हुआ है, कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आप? अर्नव आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही.
Bhagavad Gita.
वेरी नाइस. अर्नव, हम भगवत गीता पढ़ रहे हैं. भगवत गीता में हम चैप्टर 4 पढ़ रहे हैं, और चैप्टर 4 के अंदर हमने पहले के 10 श्लोक्स कर लिए, 10 वर्सेस कर लिए. सो भगवत गीता again we divided into 3. The first 6 chapters are part of karma yoga, and we are doing the chapter 4. Chapter 4 is the karma yoga, actions. Karma is actions, and then 4 is the knowledge. So Krishna is giving the knowledge. Which knowledge? Transcendental knowledge. Which is transcendental knowledge? The one which does not belong to this planet. Now Krishna is not telling Arjuna that I'm going to give you the engineering knowledge or the medical knowledge. Krishna is going to give the knowledge which nobody else gives. Nobody else ever give this knowledge. And that's why these Bhagavad Gita classes are so important. Even if you will go to the best universities in the world, like Imperial College in London, Oxford University, Cambridge universities, these are the best universities in England. And if you will go, for example, in America, you have Harvard, Stanford, MIT, or if you go to India, then you have IIT, IIM. These are the best universities in the world. But they will teach you everything which is material. What is material? Like you can get a better job, you can do the inventions, which is great. There's nothing wrong with it. But the only downside is, oh, well, there are many more downsides. But one of the downside is that when we die and we take a next birth, then none of these knowledge gonna go with us. If we,
Prabhuji,
yes, please.
is it true there are 18 chapters in the Bhagavad Gita?
That's right. Yes, there are 18 chapters in Bhagavad Gita. That's right, Sohani. Yes. Hmm? Kana, would you like to say something? Okay, your hand. Okay, I got the message that you raised your hand, so I was asking. No worries. So now, material knowledge is for this birth, and we will have to start again from next birth. But transcendental knowledge, the spiritual knowledge, is forever. And Krishna has confirmed in Bhagavad Gita that even if we will do a little bit, for example, if we need 100%, then if in this birth we will do 10% or 20% or 80%, next birth we will continue from there. For example, if I will do 65%, next birth I will start from 66%. Well, or let's say I will start from 65 and then I will build on 66. So this is the benefit of having transcendental knowledge. And in first 10 verses we have seen the knowledge what Krishna has given. But now we are going to see how we can implement, how we can apply that knowledge. And let's see what happens. And then Krishna is saying that there are many different ways of coming to me. And then Krishna will explain even later that the best is to do the devotional service. Now, the demigods, if we worship to the demigods, that's temporary, but we get the results fast. But then it doesn't purify our heart. So what we need to do? We need to pray to Krishna because we get the rewards which are permanent. As I said, if you worship to the demigod, then you get material. अर्नव अर्नव किसी डेमीगॉड का नाम जानते हैं? ऊपर क्या देख रहे हो आप? सोच रहे हो? अच्छा चलो सोच के बताओ.
कृष्ण जी.
कृष्ण जी.
Yes.
Wrong answer. Beep, beep.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
are the demigods someone like
Prabhupaji.
God?
Okay. नहीं अर्नव. No. Let's see what Avni is saying. Yes, Avni, please.
Are the demigods like Indra and Agni and all the
Yes.
other?
That's right. Yes. All other gods usually we think of, they are actually not gods. They are called demigods. So we have demigods and we have demons. Both are from the same father called Kashyap Muni. Kashyap Muni, two wives. Well, Kashyap Muni had many wives, but two wives. One wife is the mother of demigods, the mother of demons. But Krishna is the source of everyone. So Lord Krishna is the source of. Krishna is God. Krishna is Bhagavan. But others, Devi, Devta. So they are called in English demigod gods. So like Avni said, that Indra Pavan for the wind. Now, Sun is also demigod. Vayu Dev, Varun Dev, anybody you can think of, whoever, any god or goddesses, they all are considered as demigod. And Krishna is the only supreme. Now, Brahma ji is also a demigod. So, if we pray to Krishna, that will purify our heart. Pray to demigods, usually when people pray to demigods, they always want something. When we pray to Krishna, we don't want anything from Krishna. And even if we will ask for something, we will always ask for devotion, devotional service. We always ask that keep us in the association. Or
Prabhuji.
maybe, yes, please, Avni. Yes.
I think Brahma's a type of a is kind of a demigod and a god at the same time because sometimes people normally pray to Brahma for things like power or something. They don't really pray to the demigods. Only if they want to control like the rain or the air, if they pray to the demigods. I think it's Brahma. He's kind of a
Yes.
demigod.
You are right, yes. So Brahma ji gets all his powers from Krishna. Now, what happens? You're right. Brahmaji is actually bigger than all the saints. So when Indra is the son of Kashyap Muni, Kashyap Muni's father is Brahmaji. So Brahmaji is actually the grandfather of all the demigods. So you can say that,
Prabhuji,
yes, please, Sohani.
in Hinduism, there are 3 demigods.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Do you know the names of them? Okay.
Nandi, divine, the divine vehicle of Shiva, and Garuda, the divine steed of Vishnu.
Okay. Yes. So we have Brahma, who is the creator, and then we have Vishnu, who is the maintainer, and then we have Shiva, who is the destroyer. But all of them, they come from Krishna. And I,
Prabhu,
yes, please, Jay,
I wanted to say something.
please go on.
God stands for
Yes,
generator, operator, and destroyer.
that's right. And could you please let us know who is each of them?
Krishna, because he made the generator, he made the operator, and he made the destroyer.
Very nice. And who is the
They,
generator?
Brahma,
Yes. Operator?
Vishnu,
Yes. And the destroyer is?
Shiva.
Yes. Very nice.
So Krishna is like the god because he still has all the powers.
Yes. Yes.
Prabhuji,
Yes, please.
demigods can live over 310 years.
Demigods live for 300 and more than
And
310 years. Yes, demigods can live for very long. Demigods, they live in, so we are here on planet Earth called Bhumi in Hindi, Bhumi. And demigods are in the heaven called Swarg. In between Bhumi and Swarg, we have another planet or the realm, we call it. Maybe not a planet, what the modern science understands, but there is another part where it's called Bhuva. Now, if well, you might know, might not know, in Hinduism there is a very famous Vedic mantra called Gayatri mantra, and it's like Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha, and then yeah, so Aryan is completing rest of them. But if you see the first three alphabets, Bhu Bhuva Swaha. So when we say Bhu, that Bhu is Bhumi, planet Earth. Bhuva. Bhuva is the next level, and then Swaha for Swarg. All the demigods are in there in the Swarg, and their lifetime span is very different than us. And people here, they have diseases like we all have diseases. They don't have any diseases in the physical terms, like their body does not get destroyed. तो जो देवी देवता हैं, जो डेमी गॉड्स हैं, वो स्वर्ग में रहते हैं, वो हेवन में रहते हैं, और उनको इस चीज़ की कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती है. लेकिन अगर उनको कृष्णा के पास जाना है, इफ दे वोंट लाइक टू गो बैक टू गॉड हेड टू कृष्णा, they would have to come back to planet earth and then only they can go back. So planet earth where we are, our human bodies, we got a very very good opportunity to go back to Krishna. And how we can do it? When we will engage ourselves in devotional service without desiring anything back. So if you pray to demigod, you will get the results, but then you will also get bound by the karma, which means you will do something good and then you will expect something good for yourself, and then you will not be able to go back to Krishna, because Krishna will say, well, you have done something good expecting good, you got the good, so go back and enjoy that good. But if you will do good karma without desiring anything back, then we will be free. And once we will be free, and at the time of the death, when we will leave this temporary body, which is going to leave us anyways at some point, then if we think of Krishna, we will go back to Krishna. And we were there with Krishna long time. Now I always give the example of shopping complex or shopping any, for example, Morrison's, Sainsbury, or Marks and Spencer, any favorite shop of yours. Think of, you go there maybe for an hour or maybe for 20 minutes or for a couple of hours, right? You go there, but you always come back, right? And you come back at your home, you stay for a long time, but you go shopping for very small time. Similarly, when we are down here on planet earth, we are here for very short time. We think, it looks like, it feels like that we are here for so long, even if we will live 100 years. But where we were in the spiritual world, we were there for many years. Compared to that, it's on planet earth, it's like we are spending half an hour, that's it. When we will go back, we will feel like it's only been half an hour. But when we are here, it's going to feel like we are here for ages. So, yes, remember, demigods, they are a bit better than us. They are the devotees of Krishna, and we should always respect all the demigods. But we got the better chances of going back to Krishna. So, अर्नव, आपको पता लगा demigods कौन है? ओके, अर्नव म्यूट पे हैं, मैं अर्नव को अनम्यूट करता हूँ. अर्नव, आपको पता लगा डेमीगॉड कौन है?
Yes.
ओके, वेरी नाइस. मैं आपसे कल पूछूंगा, ठीक है?
Okay.
ओके, very nice. So let's go forward. Now we see 4 social orders. Ooh, this is interesting. Anybody knows about it? Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishyas, Shudra. Has anybody heard of this? These 4.
No. I've heard of them.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I also.
Okay. So Jay said Jay has heard of it, and Kana said Kana heard of it. So Jay, would you like to explain 2 of them? And maybe Kana can explain 2 of them.
Yes.
Please,
So the Brahmins and the Kshatriyas. I know all of them. I'm just saying an example of 2.
please.
So Kshatriyas, they're the kings that follow God, and we should learn a lesson from them.
Very good.
And the Brahmins are the ones that obey Brahma,
Ah, okay. Nice.
and they don't have anything on themselves. So like they ask people for it.
Okay.
Like they even don't like have like they surrender to Brahma, and so they only eat food at other people's house.
Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Good. Thank you, Jai. Kana, would you like to explain rest of them? Vaishya and Shudra, please.
Vaishyas were the farmers, or I don't, but just I'll listen them.
Okay, yes, and Shudras?
Sudras, which were work for the community like laborers.
Yes. Yes, very nice. Thank you. So, all now, all of us, if we speak to our parents should know this. So, let's discuss with the parents, but I will give you the explanation as well. But remember, as I always say, if you have learned something new and you share that knowledge with someone else, then not only that the other person gets that knowledge, you never forget that knowledge. So it's always good if you want to remember something, what you have learned new, always tell somebody else. Whoever you find, please tell that. Oh, tell you what, I'm learning Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, we are doing chapter 4. And in this chapter 4, verse 12, we learned about demigods and Krishna. What's the difference between them? And in text 13, we learned four different types of what we say, four different types of.
Currently,
Yes, please, Sohani.
the coronavirus is spreading. So if you like tell someone about Krishna and then the other person tells someone about Krishna, the consciousness will spread all over the world, like coronavirus.
Very nice. Yes, Sohani, you're right. So this is what we should do. Like coronavirus is spreading, we can spread Krishna consciousness. And that's what we should do. Prahlad Maharaj did the same. Dhruv Maharaj did the same. And I know you will do the same as well. So Arnav, आप सुन रहे हैं? आप अपने फ्रेंड्स को, अपने कजन्स को, अपनी मम्मा को और अपने सारे रिलेटिव्स को कृष्णा के बारे में बताते हैं. आप कृष्णा के बारे में सबको स्टोरी सुनाइएगा, ठीक है? Okay, very good. So there are four different types of people if you. अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा. Very nice. So there are four different type of people if you think in the society. So the first one, Brahmins. Now Brahmins are the people who live in the, well, most of them, they live in the temple. They don't earn any money and they don't even have a lot of possessions. They don't. They might have like couple of clothes. That's it. Nothing much. They might have a little bit small bag. They don't have the house. They don't have the cars. They might have the mobile these days because the temple has given them. Otherwise, Brahmins, what they will do? They only have one thing. They preach. They learn the shastras, the scriptures, and they teach others. That's what they do. And in return, yes, please, Sohani,
What is preach?
preach. Preach. Yeah. Preach is when you teach. Preach is like a cousin brother of teach. It rhymes. Preaching and teaching. Like when you teach someone, like you have a little sister, Sohani. So when you teach her, then you become a teacher. But what you teach? You might be teaching English, you might be teaching Sanskrit or Hindi or maths. Then you become the teacher of your little sister. But when you tell somebody about Krishna, then rather than becoming a teacher, you become a preacher. So it's just T and P. So that's what Brahmins do. If you, the next time when you will go to the temple, yeah. So RN says T for teacher and P for pray. So maybe that's why P for preacher. So that's what Brahmins do. When you go to the temple next time, you will see somebody must be giving a lecture. Now, when the person is giving a lecture, that person is a preacher, right? If you will tell a story of Krishna to your little sister, or maybe to your parents, or maybe to your cousin brothers and sisters, then you become the preacher, right? And then we have the second class called Kshatriyas. Now, who are Kshatriyas? Kshatriyas are those ones in previous days at the time of Arjun. Those were the kings. But these days, if you think, the politicians, the prime ministers, the president, they are the administrators. Who is administrator? Administrators are the guys who run the country, or who run the company, they are called Kshatriyas. They make the laws, they take care of everything, and that's why they are called Kshatriyas. Now, these days, we don't have the kings. By England, we have the queen. So, but she does not run anything. But we have the prime minister, the presidents. Well, in some country, prime minister, some country, president, and there are many more politicians. All of them, they come in the category of Kshatriyas. And then we have the third one called Vaishyas. Now, who are Vaishyas? Vaishyas are business people. Those people who does the business. So, for example, the owner of Morrison's, Sainsbury's, Marks and Spencer's, and well, whichever shop you like to go, the business people, entrepreneurs who start their own business, they all are called Vaishyas. And Shudras, who are Shudras? Shudras are the people who work, and for their work, they get the money, right? So if you think all the engineers, all the doctors, all the farmers, any kind of laborer you will see, well, farmer actually is a part of Vaishya. If farmer is working on his own land, he's a Vaishya. If farmer is working on somebody else's land and just get the money of that, then that farmer will become a Shudras. So anyone who gets the money for doing his or her duty is a Shudras, right? So what we say, we always remember that. Okay. So very quickly, let's discuss. So this is what happens in the society. You will see most of the people, they fall into these four, and they could be different. Like there could be a preacher who is also a teacher, and he's also a businessman. So this could also happen. Very rare, but this could happen. These days it's happening. But then we have four different spiritual orders. Brahmachari. The student is called Brahmachari. And the householder who got a wife or who got a husband is called Grahastha. Then when somebody is retired at the age of 55, 60 or 65, then that person is called Vanprasth. Now one is jungle, the forest. Prasth is like somebody gone. So the person used to go to, people used to go to the forest after they retire. And those people used to call, well, used to be called Vanprasth. These days nobody goes to the temple. And the next one, sannyasi. Sannyasi is the one who will cut off all the ties. And these days, most of the brahmanas, they become sannyasi, or the sannyasis become the brahmanas. So these four social orders, the people in the society, and four spiritual orders, the people in the, or what used to happen in India. So if you don't remember these, no problem. We will repeat them again and again. But if you remember them, or even if you remember the names of them, discuss with your family. It's always good to remember them because this will come back to us. Okay, we will do more. Okay. So let's do one more slide. Okay. So text 13 also tells us who is the doer. Now, what do you think? Who is the doer? If somebody sings a song, like Kahna was singing the song, there was a bhajan. Who will say? We are, we all are called Jiva, living entity, Jivatma. And there is a God, Krishna, and there is Prakriti. Prakriti is the nature. Who is the one who is doing it? What do you think? I am doing it, Krishna is doing it.
Prabhuji.
Yes, please, Avni.
Um, you know that I said that my mother takes Bhagavad Gita classes.
Yes, yeah.
Um, my mother told us about Prakriti.
Oh, very nice. Would you like to share
I
with us?
think.
Okay. If you like to share with us, that will be great. So, honey.
I'm just,
Sorry.
I'm just, I'm just finding the page in my book.
Okay, sure.
I know it's I know there's something about changing Prakriti.
Yes, that's fine.
Prabhu, I've got to go now.
Okay, sure.
And
Yes, Jay, I know you got a class. I will see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Okay, Krishna, Jay, John, Jay, class after this.
I do know a little bit about Prakriti, but I don't know the whole thing.
Okay. If you want to tell us little bit, and maybe we can explore more.
Yes, in Ramayan,
Yes.
um, I don't remember the sage's name, but he was Lavan Kush's teacher,
Yes.
and Narad Muni told him to change his Prakriti.
Ah, yes. That's right. Yes. Prakriti, Prakriti is the nature. And by nature, we have, you can find more. And it depends how much we shall discuss now. But in very brief, because we will see it later, in very brief, we have three types of natures. We have mode of goodness. So what we call Prakriti is nature, and there are three types of natures. We call them mode of material nature. So in short, Prakriti in Hindi or Sanskrit, and in English, nature, and the full form, mode of material nature, or we will see MMN, mode of material nature. And how many natures we have? We have three natures: goodness, passion, ignorance. So when we do good things, we call it mode of goodness. When we create something, we call it mode of passion. And when we do something, like when if we are doing, we don't know about anything, it's called ignorance. So So we will see more about it. But this is what we are saying, that I, Jiva, living entity, does not do anything. It's because of the mode of nature we do things. And a lot of time, for example, during the weekends, we get very lazy. We don't wake up on time, or maybe these days the schools are off, we don't wake up on time and we become very lazy. So this is called mode of ignorance. But when we want to do something new, oh, let's make a presentation, oh, let's make a project, oh, let's go and do something new, then that's called passion, mode of passion. We want to do something. And when we want to help someone, when we want to do something good, that's called mode of goodness. So, goodness, passion, ignorance. And we will see these are the three modes which make us do all these things. So, the example Avni gave, we can change these mode of nature. Change in a sense, we know we have these three modes in our mode of ignorance, we should control all the time. We should not be in mode of ignorance. Mode of passion, we should alter. Mode of passion should be in our control. Sometimes we need to be in mode of passion if we want to do something new, like when Brahmaji created the whole universe. Then Brahmaji used mode of passion. He created everything in mode of passion, right? And when Shivji destroys something, maybe using coronavirus, then that's called mode of ignorance. Not that you're ignorant, you don't know about it, but you're destroying something. And that's why it's called mode of ignorance. And when you are like Vishnu Bhagwan, you maintain everything. Then,
Babaji,
yes, please.
like when you wake up in the morning, you
Yeah.
feel like you just need. I just want to do it today, but
Mhm.
but then when you g- when you get down, your mom tells you to do homework, and then you said, "I want to finish in your brain,"
Yes.
and then you actually don't finish it, so you don't get to do what you wanted to do.
That's right. Yes. That's right, yes. So the reason we don't want to do is because of mode of ignorance. And when you want to do something, that's mode of passion. But when you just do it without even your mom asking, because it's your responsibility, that's mode of goodness. You're so good, you just want to do it. You don't want anything in return. You just want to do it. Okay. And we will continue from this because this is very important concept. But we will see, we are on chapter 4 and there are many more chapters yet to come. So we will see this again and again. Okay. So it's time now. We will continue from here tomorrow. Now, everybody, please take good care of yourself, and I will see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna.